Hello, welcome to Pure Soul Alchemy. I'm Gabriella Espinosa, and I'll be taking us through a psychic surgery treatment for the next 20 minutes. It's most beneficial if you can be laying down and resting and closing your eyes while you receive your treatment. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of channeled shamanic operations through my perception and my vocalization of what I'm perceiving in the inner energetic grids. We're opened in ways which allow these technologies to come through and enact change on your behalf. Allow your mind to relax into the words and phrases that are going to be coming through, and try not to focus too much on interpretation. Notice any attempts by your mind to try to hold on to them, and simply let go into what's being said. And if you fall asleep, that's great too. It's quite helpful to replay the session often to deepen its healing effects and take the healing further. And if you find the session helpful, please give it a thumbs up, click the bell and the subscribe button so then you'll be alerted about future sessions. So today's session is a treatment to boost self-esteem, self-love, self-esteem. Before listening to the session, think of all the ways in which you participate in negative self-talk, belittlement of yourself, your words, actions, ideas. Connect to the frequent, insidious, constant internal babble that cuts you down, that embarasses you or demoralizes you or stagnates you, and put all of that into our treatment today. So now go ahead and lay down, relax, close your eyes. And slow your breath down, feeling into your entire body, your low back, your hips, your knees, your feet, the soles of your feet, and feel the life force humming between your toes, on the bottoms of your feet, your arches, really bringing your consciousness to all areas of your body, your being, bringing life force and vitality there. And allow this breath and body connection, awareness to continue as we go through our treatment. So we're going to begin by connecting with our divine physical and non-physical intelligence to align completely with our own core essence, aligning with the fundamental and essential aspects of ourselves, aligning with the earth, the sun, with our own Mother, Father, God essence, with our own inherent creator self, and a right placement in the universe. The purest healing source within us is our own deepest aspect. We agree to serve as our own healing agent and to serve from and as our own ultimate inner counsel, the all that I am. We now invoke, welcome, and receive our beloved Mother and Father God essence to exact their loving, divine, blessed grace directly into our healing proceedings today. All right, we're going to begin by doing a healing on any preemptive, negative, participatory reflex patterns. Outing, revealing any buried, obscured, hidden, decision-making, cut down, internalized responses. This really gets in the way of your making clear, concise, precise, effective, efficacious decisions. We're doing a massive clean out of all these stages, steps, levels that entail your decision-making processes. Great. Prioritizing your well-being in your decision-making processes. And doing a deletion of any trauma, wounding-based patterns that seem to put you last when you're making a choice. So excising some of these negative templates that interfere in your decision-making, choice-making processes. Great. Healing distress. Healing doubting yourself patterns. Dissolving internalized shaming and ridiculing, that which we can somewhat notice, but then underneath that it moves so quickly and so fast that it's beyond our radar, beyond our ability to perceive. So when it really clear and excise these internalized shaming, ridiculing patterns, thoughts, frequencies that create a sense, a state of disconnection, dislocation from ourselves. So it's all about reconnecting to ourselves, the goodness that we are, goodness that was labeled as bad or wrong. Doing a lot of heart healing here. This is the physical heart, as well as the emotional, energetic, constructed heart. So this is a big piece here with regards to adopting false selves, because we have these patterns that come from other sources, but also from within. It's a collaboration, a negative collaboration, where we demean ourselves and we shame ourselves and belittle ourselves so much that we disconnect from ourselves. And so we want to do a reversal and we want to continue to have this process operation continuously applied, where we are reconnecting with our true selves and it's like a rebranding, but that's not quite the right word, but we're imaging ourselves. That's not quite the word either. Reconceptualizing ourselves, reconceiving of who we are based on our innocence and our perfection and the real self that we are. So false selves have to go. That's a good thing. All right, let's continue. Cycles of self-denial. So we're cleansing. Cycles of self-denial, denying the self, which is what we were just working on, but from a different angle. Great, so we are clearing cycles of self-denial and repressive energies, suppressive, repressive energies, entities, engagements, and we want to do a capacity reformation, rebuilding of our strength, our capacity. Great, so allowing for all of these to be revealed to you. All of these patterns, programs, woundings, traumas, unconscious patterns, allowing for all of these to be revealed to you for their annihilation. Seeing them and zapping them instantaneously. So it's not something you have to do. We want to put that online so it's automatic. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's not me. Psst. like that bug zapper apparatus. I think they're cheap on Amazon. But you know what I'm talking about, you know, these insidious hidden patterns, programs, letting them come to the light that is you and be zapped. Great, moving along. Healing evaluative resistance. Healing evaluative resistance. Healing demoralizing mental antics. Congestion inbuilt in our strength. I mean, it's not inbuilt, but it's kind of like a hitchhiker, this congestion energy. It makes our strength seem far away and inaccessible or barely accessible. And it makes us forget that we have strength. And there are other demoralizing antics too. I just wanted to name a few that were popping up. Great. Instantaneous reversing of body physiological downgrades like depression, inadequacy rituals, habits, tendencies. So we're putting online a process that is ongoing for you, instantaneous reversing of body physiological downgrades, depression, inadequacy rituals, habits, tendencies, emotional shutdown and suppressive coping strategies that distract you from real true healing within and real true advancement. Let's go ahead and do a deleting of negative information reference points. Now, a lot of negative information can be very crafted so much so that it appears positive, but there are, I guess they is a good analogy or metaphor. There are undertones energetically that are not good. So they can be saying good, nice, wonderful words, but underneath there's a frequency that's not good. And so we're doing a removing of these. Great. Moving along. Removing negative projections and demeaning false personality conceptualizations that were put onto you by others. Especially those from our family of origin. We're going to go deeper into this one. We're doing a removal, an operation, a surgical removal of negative projections, demeaning false personality conceptualizations that were put onto you by others, throwing those right off right now, purging them from your system. These are false self-concept labels that only denature and they denature the essence of who you are or how you perceive who you are. And they hamper your ability to really connect with and harness and access who you really are. And throwing off any negative spell casting, spell weaving. Sometimes it's just done inadvertently by people who care, who want the best for us. But sometimes what they think that is the best for us would be stifling to our soul. Allowing your innocence, your brilliance, to take its rightful place in your relationship with yourself from now on. So we're also going to do an amplification, a feeding, a nourishing, building of your relationship with yourself. And putting that relationship as primary. Great. Building self-estimation, self-valuation. So we're doing a building process right now and creating ample space and amplitude for this building process to take place, to happen. Still working on the heart, physical heart. This is related, but it's a also different issue from what we're working on in our session today, which is fine. We can work on many things at the same time. So physical heart, repair, recalibration, and healing. Heart, love, re-amplification. So love for our physical heart and its full healing. So building self-estimation, replacing any negative conceptualizations of self, replacing them with support, the energetic support for extending love and compassion inward in ways that you haven't done or haven't thought to do before, and in areas of your being, of your life, of your personhood that you haven't thought needed it before. Doing this so your being can soar and naturally, organically slough off old, damaging belittlement cycles. Great. So something about a healing vortex. We're going to just spend a little time there. I'm feeling this as somewhat congestion in the upper abdominal region. So we're just going to hang there and clear for a bit. Right, we want to clear where the healing process gets snagged, delayed, obscured, and derailed. Great, and that's our next healing point too. Amping up your inner healing capabilities. Now, a lot of our inner healing that goes on, that is going on, we're not perceiving in our mental body. We're not aware of it on this personality level. And that's okay. But when if we can just get like a little nuance that that's going on, it can really give some relief. It's like, gosh, why am I feeling all tense? Why am I feeling all, kerplunked? Oh, there's some healing going on that I'm not connected to. That's okay. I don't need to connect to it, or unless I want to. I can trust that it's happening even without my attention, my mental attention. Great. So amping up, really, really amping up your inner healing capabilities. Origination of creation, participation to amp up as well. Let's clear negative space deficit. Let's do a healing on that. Releasing, removing state of deficit and allowing for reorganization to happen, come through. Great, releasing old wounds, releasing inner perceptions of self as being destined to fail. So why bother trying new things? Great, so we're going to clear there. So it's like a pattern, and it's not created by you. This is something that's out circulating out there that we can that can sometimes come in. And this is where a negative storyline will come in and insert itself into your creation pathway. So you get very excited about something and you go, oh, but it's just going to fail anyway, or there's not going to be enough of that anyway, or, well, I don't really know how to do that anyway, so why even try? Why? So it just cuts off your creation path. And so no blame, no pointing the finger at yourself, because these things, energies that are responsible for this are circulating. We're kind of swimming in them. So letting yourself off the hook when you forget and allow these external script storylines to come in and fill in, take over, hijack your creation cycle, and taking it back. And that's a thing. Once you see it, you know what it is. It's like, oh, okay, that's just a script. That's not real. Let me go back to what I was doing. That was really cool. Okay, so yeah, we want to put that online because that makes life more fun, because that's what we're here for. We're here to have fun and create stuff and imagine stuff and enjoy. So interesting, this is falling into the hips area, and this is the deep musculature in the lower torso, which is responsible for our upright position, our balance. So inner core strength muscles, that's where we're putting our attention on, fortifying those, because somehow these hold the structure for your creativity. So it's very physical. Yeah, now going into the bones as well. Solid, stable grounding. So we have to have a good foundation for our creativity to fly and do its thing. Great. So deciding to regain grounding, deciding to rejoin your life and the life that is slated to come in a new, clearer, and brighter way. Creating right here, right now, a new presence where all is revealing within yourself and in the world. Where nothing can hide anymore and is now available for healing upgrades. This is for you and the world, and you in the world. Restoration of peaceful requisites to accompany strength. Doing a full restoration here. Let's clear any tummy tension, tension held in the abdomen. Nervousness, tension, anticipatory anxiety, expectation of calamity, crisis to fall or happen. And let's do a clearing for collective PTSD. Right, an opening to more refinement of your true essence, your peacefulness to flow, no matter what is flying around, floating around out there or in there too, inside too. Great. So mobilizing to your true fact point of reference. Recalling with ease and frequency the light of your being, the truth that you are, perfect as you, exactly as you are. There's nothing to do, nothing to be, nothing to say. You just are perfect. You just are love, beauty, perfection. Again, no matter what emotions, thoughts, ideas are swirling through your awareness or your non-awareness, doesn't change the fact of your perfection, the perfection and the beauty of who you are. So returning to this at the precise moment some of these negative emotional self-harming practices arise, like negative thoughts about yourself, negative self-concept. So an instantaneous returning to the perfection of who you are when those start to arise, instantly obliterating them. You are now living from the eternal beauty and bounty that is your soul, that is you. Instilling compassion as an important factor in your renewed relationship with yourself. I should say your renewing relationship with yourself, because your relationship with yourself is upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. Releasing old shock point arrangements that interrupt your positive, empowered self, going with your flow and going with the flow. Breathing this next phrase in. Life is changing for the better. Really taking that in. Becoming more and more unguarded. Removing old defensive posturing because you are getting stronger, lighter, becoming more and more of your true peaceful quality of self. And so there's no need for a defense when the love that you are is the primary order of your life. Great, so we're now bringing our session to a close. Thank you so much for tuning in to Pure Soul Alchemy. I highly recommend that you play the session often, repeatedly. This will deepen the effects of the session and take the healing further. And to schedule an individual session and for more information, please visit www.puresoulalchemy.com. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.